Yeah.
The lunch
Okay, we are gonna get started. So it's social media breakfast this morning, so we were kind of expecting a smaller group today. So, but it's really great because it's gonna go well with what we're presenting. So, a couple of announcements this morning. We have Culture Community next month, April 12th. So that will be at 8 a.m. at the Madison Club. Other than that,
Beta. So March 28th in the evening is their live beta presentation. If you want more information, I guess you can email me and I'll forward you the contact.
yeah.
But yeah, G-Beta is a part of Generator, so it's going to be, I think there's 10 companies from the Madison and Milwaukee area that are pitching, like 5 minutes each. And honestly, the Generator events, the G-Beta events are so awesome to go to. It's great networking. They have the best food and beverage, and the businesses that they have through their accelerators are just fantastic. So it's really incredible to see what entrepreneurs in our community are doing.
Culture Community, any other events?
I think the rest we're going to go over
Yeah.
in presentation.
So thank our sponsors really quick. Derek in the back of Field 59 for providing the live stream. We love that. The library for this space. And then Old National Bank for helping us out with the coffee from Crescendo this morning. So we do have coffee. Please drink up. As you will see, we are trying to caffeinate an entrepreneurial nation. So please help us with our mission. Other than that, I will start off. My name is Julie Ansleski. I'm the Director of Business Development at the Madison Club.
My name is Diana Pastrana. I'm getting applause.
That worked out really well.
Thank you. I'm with M&M Office Interiors. We're a commercial interior company located in Middleton, Wisconsin.
I'm Leah Rowe. I am the VP of People Ops at HealthBench. We're a health IT company here in town. I'm also the founder of Culture Community.
My turn. Hi, everybody. My name is Lee Lazar. I'm an insurance agent with Associated Agencies. We're a single source insurance agency, commercial, group benefits, personal home and auto, life and disability.
I'm Paloma Kennedy. I'm the owner of Kennedy Law. I focus on small businesses and startups for legal business needs.
Dominic DeMarco, entrepreneur in residence for QBE Insurance, which is a snazzy way of saying I travel the world looking for interesting startups.
That's so cool.
Isn't it so?
Yeah.
Where are you going next?
Personal trip to India in 3 weeks.
Ooh.
My name is Josh Helling. My background is in product and engineering and technology operations. I did that first with a startup I co-founded and then with the larger enterprise that acquired it. So I'm recently on my own looking to explore more entrepreneurial things.
You can just say your name and that yours.
I'm Sabina. I'm a student.
What are you majoring in?
Retail and consumer behavior. Hi, I'm Nina. I'm majoring in interior architecture.
I'm Hunter. I'm majoring in computer science.
Hi, I'm DP Knudsen. I majored in theater, which did me absolutely no good whatsoever, except prepared me for everything. I'm a creative collaborator who does everything from custom writing to nonfiction branding. And hey, have I told you about the book I wrote with Spencer X. Smith called Rotoma, the ROI of Social Media Top of Mind? Yep, it's available online at Amazon.com or from me directly.
DP, when's the sequel coming out?
Actually, don't know.
Okay.
Nothing planned.
How could you be anything but a theater major?
Acting!
I'm Ariel. I'm a student and I'm majoring in journalism.
I'm Mary. I'm a student. I'm majoring in psychology.
I'm Angie. I'm also a student and I'm majoring in retail and consumer behavior.
Hello, I'm Steve Cohen. I was a student in the business school, but I have since created a few companies, sold off a couple companies, so I'm an entrepreneur by definition. And I'm here to learn about this in anticipation of an entrepreneurial hub that we are creating in conjunction with the City of Middleton. It's being cooked up right now.
Ooh.
Cool.
Awesome.
Hey everyone, I'm Zach Blumenfeld with Third Space and CultureCon.
I'm Lucas, Startup Team Strategist for Starting Block. Danny Livermore, founder of Gift Guru.
I'm Sam. I'm a student majoring in political science, English, and a certificate in entrepreneurship.
Is that it?
Hi, I'm George. I'm majoring in economics.
I'm Sydney. I'm majoring in retail and consumer behavior.
Tian. I'm majoring in life sciences communication.
I'm Jeremy. I'm just here checking it out.
My name's Adam. I'm a student majoring in economics.
I'm Derek, CEO and founder of Field 59. We're an online media company. We're an online video company for media companies.
My name is Gleb. I'm a student majoring in computer science.
I'm Alan Dines. I'm with WISP Partners, Merlin Mentors, and I'm also co-chair of the Badger Startup Summit, which is coming up on August 22nd, part of the Forward Festival, and we'll be using part of that day for a pitch and replay, so we'll be hearing pitches from entrepreneurs, and we'll be using part of the day for the Ven Fair, which you'll hear about shortly from Diana.
Jason in the back.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jason. My company's called Rich Top Consulting, and in my never-ending pursuit to try to one-up DP, I have Spencer's sticker on my coffee cup. So even though I wasn't a theater guy, still bring a little drama to the room. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Who's first timers to 1 Million Cups today? Awesome. Welcome.
All right, I'm gonna hand it over.
Bye,
to
Julia.
Okay.
We're doing things a little bit different today. We realize that it's been a really long time since we've talked about 1 million cups and what is 1 million cups? Why are we here? What are we doing other than drinking a lot of coffee? So we're going to talk about the what, the why, the how of 1 million cups. Diana's going to talk about opportunities for getting involved, also how to apply to present, also why you should apply to present if you are an entrepreneur, you have a business, or you're starting a hub and you're going to have a lot of other entrepreneurs in that hub, why they should present. And then we're going to talk about the things we're excited about in 2018, and then just open it up for community discussion on what we can do as a community to make 1 million cups in Madison better and make our impact larger. So, 1 million cups, caffeinating an entrepreneurial nation. We did not coin that, 1 million cups did. So, what is 1 million cups? 1 million cups was created based on the notion that entrepreneurs discover solutions and network over 1 million cups of coffee. How many people here have started a business or are starting a business? How many coffee meetings did you have to meet people and to network and to build your network? And a lot? Probably 1 million cups. I am not an entrepreneur. Well, that's not true. I guess I am. I lied. But I work at a startup, and I also work with a lot of entrepreneurs on a daily basis, and I have 3 to 4 coffee meetings every day. So I am pregnant, so I have to drink decaf now, but tons of cups of coffee. And so that's really how 1 million cups was started. The Kauffman Foundation out of Kansas City put together this program. It's a nationwide program developed in 2012, and we're here to engage, educate, and connect entrepreneurs with their community. As of right now, so March 2018, we're in over 160 communities across the country, and a big piece about 1 million cups is the culture that we're building. Culture is super important to the 1 million cups and to the Kauffman Foundation, and so we really want this to be in a supportive and inclusive space. That's why we're industry agnostic. You don't have to be a tech company to pitch here. You can be any company that you want. And again, this is not a pitch environment. What they mean by that and what we mean by that is we talk a lot about how this is not Shark Tank. Like, you're not going to come here and we're not going to attack you. This is Dolphin Tank. You're here to present your company. You're here to get feedback from the community. You're here to ask questions and just engage. And yes, we do have pictures from the actual presentations here. So DP, you could probably put yourself out in each one of these pictures. So again, the why of why we're here in 1 Million Cups is to educate, engage, and connect entrepreneurs with our amazing Madison community. The format. We meet every Wednesday. We start with introductions. That is something that's actually pretty unique to the Madison community. The reason for that is because there are other communities who get about 300 people that come every week, and so to do introductions with 300 people would take up the entire hour. So introductions is something that is unique to smaller cities for 1 Million Cups like Madison. You can have 1 to 2 startups give 6-minute presentations. We always have 1 startup. Maybe something to change in the future, but other cities do have 2 startups that present every week for 6 minutes each. And then there's 20 minutes of Q&A from the audience. And the biggest like foundational element of 1 Million Cups every Wednesday is the community ask. There's always a question at the end that is, what can we as a community do to help you? And that really just solidifies who we are as 1 Million Cups. We are a community that is here to help our entrepreneurs, and we have our entrepreneurs up here to engage the community. So that's really important to the process. So this is something that I thought was really cool. This is the 1 Million Cups growth. So it started in 2012, and it's just ramped up significantly since then. So in January 2018, I guess I don't have the March stats, we were at 163 communities across the country.
And so locally, we have locations in Beloit and Milwaukee and Madison, I believe, and Wisconsin. I know for sure in Beloit.
Nice. The generator cities?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and play this video. We're going to see if it works. So get excited.
1 Million Cups is a weekly educational program developed by the...
Did you guys hear that?
Probably hear us.
I'll go.
Wow, I actually control your volume.
You just do it
I
right
tried to. It said it was off.
No, it's definitely not off.
Put the volume on the actual video. Use your mouse.
Julian's got it. Oh, I don't know. Try again.
You ready?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to try and do this way, so I have more control over what happens. Okay, we're going to try it really fast. Okay.
So a little bit higher?
Yeah. See, this is Dolphin Tank. If we were on Shark Tank, you could all make fun of me, but you're not allowed to. Okay, ready? Is that better?
1 Million Cups is a weekly educational program developed by the Kauffman Foundation.
It's a place where our entrepreneurs can come and connect within the community.
There's a real kind of vibe or a real energy here that's about supporting entrepreneurs.
We have 2 presenters each week, 2 entrepreneurs. They come and tell about their journey. They each have about 6 minutes to present.
You're telling people what you're up to, and you're essentially getting feedback from them.
There's about 15 to 20 minutes of Q&A. All the questions that they asked us really got us thinking about new ways to think about our business.
It was good just to be able to get that feedback from the rest of the community.
So over the years, we've added more cities. It creates a great energy here to see what's happening across the country.
Last question for you, what can we as a community do for you?
The what can we as a community do to help you question is what really coalesces the community around every single presenter.
When somebody applies to present to 1 Million Cups, they're instructed to watch a series of videos through the Kauffman Founder School website.
It's invaluable information for someone who's founding a startup.
I felt better prepared, I felt more confident, and I think a little more focused than I would have been otherwise. Had I not watched the videos of the founder schools, it was a great way to prepare.
I really like the educational component of 1 Million Cups because it does create that open forum.
You're going to hear great ideas that will help you start thinking even more about what you want to do with your business.
What I've learned from other entrepreneurs is very, very valuable. The cool thing about 1 Million Cups is that you're amongst other people like yourself.
Just hearing someone talk about their startup, it just was magical to think, wow, there's other people out there like myself.
Sitting in a room with other people that have ideas too, it helps people to leave thinking, you know what, my idea is worth something, it's worth pursuing, it's worth going after it. Even if it looks like a challenge, I should still go out and try to do it.
So one thing you'll notice in that video, there's a lot of mic handoffs. And anytime I talk to the national 1 Million Cups people, they're always like, how's your microphone working out? And I'm like, oh, one day we'll get to where we need a microphone. So.
Welcome to 1 Million Cups. Grab your coffee.
Obviously, I'm really good at technology. So. All right. So that was a little bit on that. So there are so many ways that you can get involved in 1 Million Cups. One, you can become an organizer and join this barrel of monkeys that is up here every week. Help connect and build our startup community by becoming a member of the organizing team. Diana will talk about that in a minute. You can apply to present. If you have a company, please apply. Come and talk to us. We want to hear about your business. Or if you have friends or anyone in your network who has a company, please also let them know. Zach presented a couple weeks ago now. Third Space presented a year ago, so if you know somebody who's presented here, we'd love to hear an update on that company as well. And then also the third way to get involved is to attend and give feedback. So all of you are being involved by being here today, so thank you so much. Organizing team. I have an exciting announcement. Diana is being promoted. So Diana's taking over as lead organizer going forward for 1 Million Cups. I am stepping into a different role of sponsorship. For those of you who cannot tell, I am pregnant. So apparently having a baby is a lot of work. So I'm trying to still provide value and be involved in 1 Million Cups because I absolutely love 1 Million Cups and love all of you, but just in a different way. So with that, I'm excited to hand over the torch and let Diana take it from here.
Thanks. Yeah, so the first thing we want to talk about, again, as I'm taking over the lead role, then we're looking for somebody to fill the social media role. So it's not a huge time commitment. It's just getting posts up there. We want to focus a little bit more on getting people involved in promoting for a presentation. But what we really need help with is recruiting. So if anybody knows, the recruiter's role is primarily going to be outreach to other groups and organizations that focus around entrepreneurship, so that we can keep our pipeline full and we can keep a weekly program and maybe someday grow into a 2-presenter per week. And then Michael could not be here today. He is our coach and he works on the website. So he meets with, or at least talks with, everybody who comes through and who's going to present, and he talks to them about how to cater their presentation to 1 Million Cups and prepares them for what's coming up. So right now, if you are interested, since we don't have a recruiting position, please have anybody reach out to me. I'm very accessible here every Wednesday. Otherwise, you can ask me for my contact information. And then once you go through the application process, I'd funnel you to Michael and he would get you all set up. So applying to present is super simple. I actually realized while preparing for this talk how to apply and how easy it really is. I'd never gone through the process before, but it's literally just a couple different things that we ask for. It's probably hard to actually see. I mean, it's literally like company name, description, what problem are you trying to solve. It's really important that the information that you're logging into the website is accurate and spell checked, because this all funnels directly to our website. So the logo you upload will just automatically pop up when it's your turn to present. And then as they discussed in the video, there is a video that they recommend that you watch that's supposed to be really helpful as far as like how to prepare your presentation for 1 Million Cups. And one thing to talk about is that people can present anywhere from idea phase all the way up to being in business for 4 or 5 years. So we see a wide range of people who present, and we welcome that. It's nice variety. So we've had people come up here with no presentation and just kind of talk out an idea that they've had, all the way up to somebody who's looking at expanding or growing their company and in growth mode. So a couple different things that are going on. We're going to change things up on you guys a little bit here over the next couple months. So Old National Bank is going to continue to sponsor us, which is fantastic. We're not here today, but we're super grateful for them.
They've been such a fantastic sponsor, and they're so invested in making our community better, and I just love them.
Absolutely.
And if you like coffee, you like them.
Yeah. They're
providing all the coffee.
Yeah, so starting in April, so the first week of April, we're actually going to move our location from the library to their new space on the square at 25 West Main.
Yep.
So we will be promoting that out and letting you know, but starting in April, don't come to the library anymore. And then the rest of the nation starts at 8 a.m. They're all early risers. So we're going to move to that time slot. The only reason we start at 9 right now is because of that's when the library opens. So, and then we'll be very excited to move to starting block when they open. So we'll kind of take a couple hops on you guys, but I think we'll make it through it. So, and then the other thing I wanted to talk about that's coming up in 2018 for 1 Million Cups is we've been asked to coordinate Ven Fair again. So Ven Fair is part of Badger Startup Summit, which is part of Forward Fest. So if you attended Forward Fest last year, you probably had a little bit too much fun like me. But Ven Fair is a good way for us to kind of represent who 1 Million Cups is to a really large group of startups. There's about 20 people that pitch in the afternoon that do quick 5-minute pitches around to a group of tables, and they pitch 5 times. So all those people come to the Ven Fair for lunch. and to meet people. So if you're interested, I'm starting already to gather sponsorship. So if you're interested in sponsoring a table, the early bird rate is really reasonable. And we definitely want to get people who are in the room here on a weekly basis involved in that, so it really represents what 1 Million Cups is. And then we'll have all kinds of resources there as far as like the Doyen Group and Starting Block, right? And and G-Beta and all of those companies there to help those entrepreneurs as well. So we'll coordinate all of that in 1 Million Cups name, and we're super grateful to be a part of that. So that's 2018 coming up. And then finally, we just kind of wanted to open it up. This live stream we'll probably share with people who are interested in presenting.
That's
so, you know, what's your 1 Million Cups why? Why do you come here? If you presented previously, what benefits did you get out of it? You know, what we'd like to kind of open it up. So instead of having you guys, I mean, you're welcome to ask us questions, of course, as well. But we kind of wanted to pose the question to you guys to share a little bit more about your experience. And then what ideas do you have to help us expand? We'd like to grow and have a larger impact, if at all possible, in the community, and provide more value for the entrepreneurs that are up here every time. So that's us. Thanks.
DP, always
punch our baby, DP. Just punch our baby. Just kidding.
The benefits of coming here for me have been wonderful because this will surprise some of you, but as of January last year, I had always been the guy in the back room doing the creative work for companies and didn't have a very big public profile. So last year became my year of networking, very much like Diana. In fact, Diana was the person who told me about this, and because I knew she was coming here, that was my feel comfortable and coming to a place. Well, I started coming here regularly, and on week 6 of my coming here, Rachel Neal, who was the lead at the time, I had never met her, so I went up and introduced myself. And she said, "Oh, hey, do you want to work with us on a project?" And I said, "Sure, why?" She said, "You always ask such good questions." That happened because I was here, I was participating, and I was open to making those connections. For all the students in here, your future internship is here. Your future job is here. Your connectors like Lucas Frisbee of Starting Block and everybody else, they're here. So if you're part of this community, you rapidly, I think of this as like a postgraduate degree in business, where a lot of the same students are there, you get to know each other, and they become your posse. And you don't know where they're going to connect you, but I guarantee you they will connect you. So that's where I feel the value of 1 Million Cups is for me personally.
Am I part of your posse?
Absolutely.
I want to pick it. Thanks, DP. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I think one of the greatest things for me having presented is the exposure. Pretty much everybody had seen the video online in some shape or form, either on the YouTube or on LinkedIn or Facebook even, and it seemed kind of crazy that it spread enough where people I didn't even tell that I presented had met with me for coffee, and they said, "Hey, I saw you, I watched your video," or "I saw the live stream," and so it really it spread to a point where there were connections of connections that had seen me present, and I thought that was great for exposure.
Yeah, so, and what she's referencing is that we do live stream every episode of 1 Million Cups. And then we share that out on our Facebook page, which can be reshared by presenters and can be put up on YouTube as well. So
and there are
thanks to Field 59.
There were like over 100 presentations on YouTube right now?
Yeah, so we've been doing this since we never streamed at the old 100 State, but as soon as, I don't know, it was 2014 actually, and so there's as far back as you can go, maybe only a couple misses here and there, but well over 100. I don't know if we got to 200 yet, but they're all on YouTube.
Sure, yeah. So if you want to go back, students that are in the room, if you want to go back and see presentations by other entrepreneurs, that's definitely a good way to check out, if you're looking at how to form a pitch, to come and present, if you want to see there's the history of who's been up here and, done a great job already, for you to see on YouTube. So find us.
The other thing is that it is a live stream, so if you can't make it in person, you can always watch it. My first interaction with 1 Million Cups was actually watching a live stream. Zach, I don't think I ever told you this. I was watching Third Space on the live stream because I couldn't be here.
Did we do a good job?
You did.
Great.
It was like a year and a half ago, and I was like, a company about culture? How cool. So.
I'll piggyback off of what DP said in a couple areas. Student-wise, for all you students here, like I can't even begin to tell you how valuable this opportunity to come here and meet people is. Like, I'm sitting between two founders right now of companies, right? Young guys, 30s, that have started companies that are going to be really successful. So like, being able to meet with entrepreneurs and the startup founders and shake their hands and introduce yourself to them, because like DP said, there's a potential internship here for you. So like, how do you get a job without an internship? It's almost impossible nowadays. So one of the best things I learned is it's not what you know, it's who you know. And being able to network and meet people is a huge, huge, huge tool to be able to do. And this group right here gives you the opportunity to do it, and it gives you an opportunity to learn about the community. I've been here for just over a year, and I moved here and didn't know anybody, and I got brought to 1 Million Cups, and now it's expanded my network for what I do job-wise, and I've met some cool friends along the way, and everybody's super nice, and they're outgoing, and they're just cool to be around. So you have a great opportunity here to meet a lot of good people.
So I think what you said kind of resonated with me. Like, this is my network, but like I also feel like you guys are just kind of my friends. like that's how like realistic the connections are. Like, I don't consider you business contacts anymore.
Well, and to piggyback off what you're talking about, there are other business networking groups in town, and some of them are business card first and then they meet you type organizations. This is not that. This is much more of a, you're cool, I'm cool, we're cool, let's be cool. And like,
Here, you be a positive tagline.
I'm sorry, baby. It's better than that caffeinated tagline, I'll tell you that much.
What were you really going to say?
You better trademark that. TM it, baby. It's got a TM.
Hold on, I'm on my phone.
The fact that people feel free to give this amount of crap to me is indicative of how cool this group is.
And you love it.
I am a platter of crap. That's true.
So I will kind of jump in too. So whenever I introduce myself, I always feel weird because I work at the Madison Club, which is not a tech startup. It has nothing to do with the tech community, but I just fiercely adore this community, and it has led to so many good things that literally have no bearing on my job whatsoever. But my work is super supportive and like actually is cool with me bringing in culture community to the Madison Club or taps and technology and stuff like that. So this is kind of my escape, but also a different way for me to tap into another demographic. And that's
a great point. If you want to be an organizer, you don't have to belong to a startup.
Yeah, no.
Because I don't either.
I plan weddings.
It's like I say to a lot of the people here, like I couldn't create something myself. Like I need infrastructure. But through like coming here, I've met, business opportunities. I dragged Mitch into getting involved in our alumni association. There's people who like I've had this in common with. They're like, oh, you go. We presented, and it's a point of connection. I got connected with Atlas Providos, which is a great support system for the entrepreneurial community. Like, there's opportunities for everyone to be involved.
So, hard question then. What ideas do you have for improving or creating a larger impact? Anybody?
So, let me put this in the context of the evolving entrepreneurial tech scene ecosystem here in Madison. I think, first of all, what you guys are doing is just phenomenal. Several years, first of all, I've been here for about 30 years, and I wasn't born here, so it's kind of later life came here. And when I came, there was nothing even approaching what we have now in terms of the networking opportunities, the way people in the tech scene can kind of connect with each other. I tried, actually, an entrepreneurial guy that I knew, he and I tried to put together a little coffee meeting. We tried to do it every week. We would go to different collectivo locations, and we'd have a few people show up. He moved off to London, and there was nobody to really keep it going, and it just sort of dissolved. So what you're doing, pulling this off every week with this kind of a crowd and building on it is really cool. The other thing I'd say is an ecosystem really operates like a neural network, and it operates at many different levels. So having a group like this that focuses on weekly activity, bringing no agenda, there is an agenda, but it's very, very flexible. People just connect with each other. that is very cool. If the Badger startup, well, let me put it another way. If Million Cups were to decide to have an annual meeting, it would probably be like the Badger Startup Summit. So there's Forward Festival, Badger Startup Summit. There's a ton of things going on, but the fact that they are happening simultaneously and with many of the same players is really cool. So it doesn't happen with somebody making a grand plan. It happens with this sort of thing. You start something with an idea, and if it's catching on with people, it'll grow. And that's exactly what you're doing. So keep up the good work.
Thanks. With how quickly you raised your hand when I asked that question, I thought you were just going to tear into us.
Any improvements, guys? Like even small things.
And not even improvements either.
Yeah,
what can we do to make a bigger impact?
Right.
We'd love to be able, or to have a microphone.
No, publish the hashtag on the podium.
All right.
And what is it? 1MC Madison?
Hashtag 1MC Madison.
I put it in all the slides today.
Thank you.
Tiny little gray font.
It is tiny.
Well, so what do you mean by impact? What do you want? Like, what is an example of impact?
How do we recruit more people to come? Like how do we?
Yeah, one thing is to get more businesses that want to present. Looking at the other cities that have 2 presenting each week, how can we help the entrepreneurs in our community get more exposure and get more practice and just engage more with the community? There are so many startups in Madison, and so it's baffling to me sometimes that we're really challenged right now with getting presenters.
I think it starts with visibility, right? Like, so it's on us. We're the ones out in the community every single day. I meet with 3 to 5 startups every week. For me, I always keep you guys in mind for everything. And I think it starts with the community in general, spreading the word about who you are, what you're doing, why it's important to come every day, and just always keep it in your mind that this is a resource. This is a place for people to come and meet people, and the benefits are great. So, I think it really starts with the community, is spreading the word as much as we possibly can.
I think there might be some ways you could take advantage of what Derek is doing with these videos. Really cool that they're happening. It's a great way for anybody who presents to be able to give a link and to go back and tell a friend or tell a prospective investor or prospective employee what they're doing. I think the website could potentially organize the videos in a little different way, maybe along the lines of different sort them by dates, maybe sort them by subject area, industry, sector, whatever. But just ways to make it easier for the visitor to the website to kind of get a flavor of what some of those presentations were. I think the way it is right now, you can go and look and see who presented, and it's kind of, I think, chronological. But I think if it were sorted more like, okay, here's the people that have presented SaaS model startup. Here's people who presented something in the food sector. Here's somebody who's done something that's not IT at all. It's some kind of a product that they're going to sell. Anyway, just something like that could be really cool.
Yeah, I think so. You're going to say that site is run by. It's not very flexible. At least on YouTube, though, we could do a better job on YouTube, because right now there's just a basic categorization. So there's what you're saying is, this is SaaS. We could make an entire playlist of just SaaS company videos. And we could do that and go back in, recategorize everything, set up some playlists. That'd be easy to do.
And that would give more visibility to Million Cups and also to you. Because I think it's really cool that all this stuff is getting kind of cataloged and documented. And chances are, after a few months, it's old, and the person that would present would give it, totally different presentation. But that would just encourage them to come back and provide an update.
Is there a way to highlight the people that have spoken, like Zach, highlight his presentation, and then maybe you give a few sentences on updates of where you guys are at since you presented, highlight that on the website, just show how far they've come and the value of what Million Cups presented.
That would be a really cool thing to do on our social media. Posts, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever.
Well, I want to point back to Diana and say she does a really good job at evangelizing this, and she was my direct connect. Could it be part of every closing out of the meeting to say, don't forget, reach out, bring someone with you next time? Because that one-to-one connection recommendation is the strongest way to get people here, especially when you can tell someone who might be a little shy coming to a new group that I'm going to be there. I'll meet you there.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm new to this, so
Welcome. What do you think?
so what you're competing with is people's time, right? Because these entrepreneurs, they've got 1,000 things to do every day, and what you need to do then is find a way to kind of appeal to their time sensitivity, right? Is this more valuable coming to this meeting? Are they going to get more out of it than if they do number 1 on that list of 1,000? Okay? The other issue is you could appeal to their ego. People like to talk about themselves, right? But so if you kind of manage both of those things, you'll get the attention of people that do this all the time and they're really busy, all right? So maybe the thing that appeals to their time would be, Zach, I don't know what subject matter, but you probably talked on 2 or 3 subjects, IT or legal things or business, startup or financing or whatever, right? If there's a way to kind of tag those subject matters in his presentation, so we maybe don't know what Zach is and we don't know what he's going to talk about, but if he's talking about a legal issue that's appealing to me as I'm going through the same issue, I'm going to watch that video, okay? So these are the kind of things that are going to take people out of their desk to come here and hang out and do the presentations with you.
Yeah, that could be included right in the application. What are the 3 keywords that you would use to search on this presentation?
So that's kind of bringing up an interesting topic that we didn't really touch on, but Old National Bank, as part of their sponsorship for this year, they want to host lunch and learns, and we think that's fantastic. We think providing resources as far as education to entrepreneurs above and beyond the weekly presentation is something that we can do to add value to that community who's just starting to kick off. I mean, there's a lot of resources in Madison, but we want people to see 1 million cups as inclusive and holistic and really out there to better the entrepreneurs that are partaking in our group. So,
and I think the other thing to point out that Alan, being able to host Ven Fair again is amazing because there are so many entrepreneurial things going on in Madison. So I don't necessarily see us as needing to start a bunch of new things, but thinking about how we're all volunteers, we're free workers basically, how we can help. We are. I know we look like we get paid a lot to be up here.
We get paid in t-shirts, except just me.
If you can think about, how 1 million cups and how we can help co-organize or co-sponsor or do something to help make visibility on something else in the entrepreneurial space larger, that's something too, is instead of just starting new things, we're helping to enhance things that are already going on.
Yes, absolutely. And Alan, you've been great about connecting me with people who are already doing good stuff that I can just kind of jump in on and be a part of, so thank you. It's been awesome.
In my official MC duties, we are 2 minutes to 10, so I don't want to be disrespectful of anyone's time. So if you want to stay and continue having this conversation and this dialogue, happy to do that. But if you do need to wrap up, we absolutely understand.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
We will end right now, and I guess we'll end with
our community ask. Apply to present and come join us.
Organizers do for you.
And if you know anyone who would be interested in organizing, send them our way.
Seriously. You can be a student. It really is not that much of a time commitment.
We will take on interns. We won't pay you, but we will take on interns.
We don't pay ourselves.
You can also be a guy. That's fine too. Michael's not here, but
if you have a male counterpart.
All right. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you. April 4th.